Hi, welcome to Yoga with Tracy. I'm Tracy. Today is a yin yoga practice targeting on releasing tension and stiffness in the upper body. The way we sit, stand, repetitive movement and injury can all contribute to the tightness and soreness we can experience. So in today's practice, we will work on easing this discomfort and restoring mobility. Today's props: grab a block. If you don't have one of these, you can substitute with a pillow, cushion or folded blanket. And when you're ready, meet me on the mat. Hi everyone. I'm going to begin today kneeling, facing the short edge of our mats. For these first few poses, you may find it more comfortable to double up the mat under the knees or grab hold of a folded blanket. We're going to begin working the wrists. Raise your hands out in front of you, the palms turned up. Lower the tips of your fingers to the floor and lean over your hands, trying to bring the heel of your palms to the ground. Moving to where you feel sensation inside the forearms. If too much, move the hands closer to you. And if the sensation ebbs away, you can start to move the hands away from you. Focusing your attention on the breath. Slow, smooth inhalations. Slow, smooth exhalations. We'll continue to hold this posture for 3 more rounds of breath. Releasing the hands, shake out the wrists. Straightening the arms out in front again. This time, have the palms facing down, lower the fingertips to the floor and lean forwards so you are bringing the back of your hands to the ground. Coming into the posture to an appropriate depth. You want to push yourself to a point where you feel a deep sensation. Repetitive wrist motions such as typing on keyboards, texting, sports can all put a lot of stress on the wrists. With yin, we can help counteract the discomfort by stretching and strengthening the tissues in the wrists. This posture can be quite intense, so if you feel any pain, you've pushed too hard, back out the pose so the sensation ceases. Holding the posture for a couple more long inhalations and exhalations. Slowly lifting the hands up out of the posture. Give your wrists a shake. Might feel nice to do some circles with the wrists and reversing. Moving into a tabletop position, can work on a posture to increase shoulder mobility. It's a really nice back bend for the upper and lower back. From all fours, keeping your hips in line with your knees. Begin to walk your arms out in front of you as you gradually melt your chest towards the mat, keeping the hips high. Place your chin or forehead on the floor, allowing yourself to soften into the posture. To deepen the stretch, you can bring your palms together in prayer, thumbs resting on the nape of your neck or upper back. We're looking for opening sensations in the front body, the chest, ribs, front of the shoulders, and a mild compression in the upper and middle back. Focusing your attention back on the breath and how the body moves with each inhalation and exhalation. We'll be holding each posture for the rest of the class for about 3 minutes. While you're in each of these poses, work to find stillness. Avoid fidgeting or moving around as best you can in order to release into the posture. Always remember to listen to your body. If you feel any pain or pinching, back out the posture so the sensation ceases. Releasing your hands back down onto the mat. Lie down on your belly with your feet a comfortable distance from each other, with the top of your feet resting on the mat. Elbows under your shoulders and your forearms parallel along the floor. Reaching the left arm out 90 degrees, palm down at shoulder height. Turning your head in the opposite direction so the cheek is on the floor. Place the palm of the opposite hand on the floor by your chest, and using the hand, gently roll yourself onto your hip, bringing your knees towards your chest, or keeping the left leg straight and moving your right leg to the floor behind your left leg. Opening your chest towards the sky, you can leave your right palm on the floor or take it behind your lower back. Come into the pose to an appropriate depth as we stretch the tissues of the shoulder joint. As always, work within your range of limits and abilities. You're looking to find your edge, stretch to your maximum without overstretching. Very slowly, rolling back out of the posture and coming onto your belly. Lifting the torso as you rest on your forearms, legs apart about hip width. Reaching your right arm up alongside your head, pressing the palm into the floor, and threading your left arm underneath your right shoulder, about 90-degree angle away from your torso. Allow your head to hang forward and your body weight to sink into the floor. But if reaching the arm overhead is uncomfortable, bend at the elbow, resting your forehead on your forearm. Work to find stillness, avoid fidgeting or moving around as best you can in order to release into the posture. Find your edge and let your body slowly open up. Raising the head, slowly releasing the arms, coming back up onto your forearms. Going to repeat on the other side. Right arm out to the side, right cheek on the mat. Push down with your left palm as you roll over onto your side. Moving into the variation that you're comfortable with, find your edge and let your body slowly open up. Come to lie back on your belly, resting on your forearms. Reaching your left arm up alongside your head, pressing the palm into the floor. And threading your right arm underneath the left at shoulder height. Allow your head to hang down and your body weight to sink into the floor. Focusing your attention back on the breath, smooth, steady breaths in and out through the nose. raising the head and releasing the arms. I'm going to counter pose by resting the forehead on top of the hands. Listen to your breath. Feel yourself in the moment. Notice how your body and mind has already slowed down since first stepping onto the mat. Moving into a posture called seal so we can tone up the spine. Resting on your forearms, bring your palms flat on the floor and lift up as you straighten the arms. According to the sensation in your lower back, adjust the distance of your hands away from the body. If the sensation is still too strong, widen the position of the arms. Or come back down onto your elbows for Sphinx, shoulders over your elbows. Once you've found the variation that you're comfortable with, relax the buttocks and find stillness. As the compression of the sacral lumbar spine promotes connective tissue regeneration in the sacral area. And if you did remain in seal, the front torso can also receive a lovely stretch. Slowly lower your chest to the floor, resting your forehead back on your hands. Might feel nice to rock the hips side to side. And coming back to stillness for the last few breaths. We're going to roll over onto our backs. Before you do, grab hold of your prop and place it at your side. Rolling over with knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Get your back comfortable. Grab hold of your prop and lift the hips high enough to slide the prop under the pelvis. Make sure the prop is not under the lower back. We want the lumbar spine to be unsupported. Raising the arms up overhead to expand the chest. And to deepen the stretch, fully straighten the legs to create a deeper stress in the lower back, sacrum and hip flexors. Only go as far as you're comfortable, we don't want to overstretch. If you begin to notice any tingling in the hands when the arms are overhead, you can rest them on your forehead or on a block, or just lower the arms down to your sides. As we've been holding this posture for 1 minute, for those that want a deeper stretch, you increase the height of the support. Come into an appropriate depth that's right for you today. On each inhale, feel your belly and ribs expand. And with every exhale, pull your navel into your spine. Coming out slowly, this is a really juicy posture. Lower your hands back to your sides, bending the knees, feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips enough so you can remove the prop, and slowly lower your hips down to the floor. As we extended the spine, it will be nice to hug our knees to our chest. A little flexion should feel really good. Feel your back being supported by the floor as you allow your body to relax and soften. Moving into a spinal twist, open the arms out to the sides into a T position. To initiate the twist from the hips, pin the shoulders first and slowly take the knees over to the right, looking over your left shoulder. If you find your legs are floating, you can place the prop under the legs. And by directing the knees lower or higher, it will affect where in the spine the stress is felt. Find where you're comfortable and come into stillness. Avoid fidgeting as best you can in order to release into the posture. On your next inhale, bring your knees back up to centre. Exhaling as you drop your knees over to the left and looking over to your right. Inhaling, bring the knees back up to centre. Hug your knees into your chest. This will help release the sacrum and lumbar, and it might also feel nice to rock from side to side. Placing your feet flat on the floor. I'm going to finish today's practice in Shavasana. Leveling your legs along the mat, taking the feet about hip width apart and letting your feet fall open on either side. Bring your arms alongside the body, slightly away from your torso. Turn the palms to face upwards and letting the fingers softly curl in. Tuck your shoulder blades into your back for support and make any final adjustments so you're completely comfortable. Closing the eyes as we promote stillness and calm. Try not to skip Shavasana. It integrates the work you've done in the class so you can absorb the benefits before continuing with your day or evening. Breathe naturally, there's no need to control the breathing. Feel the rise and fall of the chest with each inhalation and exhalation, allowing your whole body to sink into the floor. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Stretching your arms overhead for a full body stretch from hands to feet. Rolling over onto your side. Use your hands to push yourself up into a seated position. Resting your palms softly on your knees. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space into Anjali Mudra. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye and whispering Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss when I upload a new video. It's also a great way to help support free yoga on the internet.